Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
Broadway, it's the end of the dream and the start of the wilderness, the dumping ground of odds and ends and beginnings and leftovers. It's a place to stop and take the kind of pleasure you need. It's a street of neon names that beckons to your loneliness. And you better hurry, kid, because it's a street where your name is written on water. It's Broadway, My Beat. At 11:45 on a January night, you look down on Broadway and watch it generate its own heat, like I was doing from my office window at headquarters. Then a call came from a shy caller. He preferred to be anonymous, he said. And he gave an address, and he said I'd better come there. He said not to knock, to walk right in. And his disguised voice couldn't disguise the urgency in it. So I went. The address was on 116th Street, just off Amsterdam, a section where the posters are in Spanish and furtive laughter mixes lightly with a dimly heard tango rhythm. The street was dark and there were no house numbers. I beg your pardon, where's number 212? Thanks. Open up, it's the police. Okay, I'm coming in. She sat there, like death almost. Only her fingers moved, whipping the strings of a guitar. Black hair spread over her shoulders, and frozen eyes, and a single tear. And near her, sprawled on the floor, a man. A man and the knife in his heart. A dead man. What happened here? Who are you? Who is this man? Her hands lost the guitar, searched for it, then her body twisted slowly to the floor. Even in the moment of her final embrace of shock and nothingness, the movement was somehow exquisite and dance-like. And the pattern they made, the girl and the boy, was a pattern of torment and death. Then the cold cycle of murder began. The dead boy's wallet established him as Roberto Segura, and this room was his home. Dr. Sinsky reported that the boy had been dead for 3 hours, probably killed at about 9 o'clock. The girl was Cristina Perez. She was in extreme shock and should be taken home. She was. I waited until morning to go back to her.
Do you desire something, senor?
I'm Danny Clover of the police. I want to talk to Cristina Perez.
Please, come in, senor.
Thank you.
It's necessary first to be granted the permission of Don Eduardo.
Oh?
The father of Cristina.
I see. And you're...
Cristina is the child of my body also. I am the mother of Cristina. Wait here for a moment, please, senor.
Of course.
Don Eduardo.
Sí, señora.
Una persona del policía, senor Clover. Él quiere hablar con Cristina.
Ah, sí. I am Don Eduardo Perez, senor. The heritage of my forefathers demands I say you are welcome in my house, but I will not say it for the reason that I abhor your presence.
I was told I needed your permission to talk to Cristina. See, I'm asking you for it.
Have you observed, senor, that your feet are standing on the tiles of the immortal artist Goya? Everything else in my house is at least of equal value. Some possessions are even more extraordinary.
I'm happy for you, Eduardo. Cristina, where is she?
Even more extraordinary, more delicate, more fragile. Cristina is such.
You mean I can't see her?
I think I have made it plain.
No, Eduardo, it's all cluttered up. Explain it to me.
Your own doctor said my Cristina was in shock. You do not believe your workmen-like doctors?
Yeah, I do. Dr. Sinsky's a good workman. He said Cristina should be over it by now.
My physician says no. And now you must go, senor. You must have many official duties.
I'm glad you said that. I do, Eduardo. Like the murdered boy, Roberto Segura. Did you know him?
He was not permitted in my house.
Still, Christina was in love with him.
She was not with that.
But she was with him when he was dying and dead. Maybe she was with him when someone put a knife into him.
This you will have to wait to find out, senor. Only until my Christina is well. Until you are permitted to see her.
I'll wait. Keep watching over Christina. Don't want her to get lost, Eduardo. She's in your custody. Is that plain, Eduardo? Don Eduardo Perez smiled his finest Castilian smile to make it known that it was plain. He made it even plainer by looking my hat onto my head, then staring me out of the door. I called headquarters. They had a couple of things for me. They'd searched Roberto's room and noted that the only bright spot in the otherwise drab walk-up was a color photograph of Christina Perez. And then they made the important thing. Roberto had a roommate, one Johnny Martinez, a dishwasher, they told me, because they'd checked, in a restaurant on 112th Street. That's where I went to see Johnny Martinez. Your name Martinez? Johnny Martinez?
Uh-huh. What'll I put down these dishes? Yeah, I'm Johnny Martinez.
Haven't I seen you before?
Maybe my back was turned because I don't remember you.
You're a boxer, aren't you? I've seen you at the fights.
You must have come early to see me. Never fought better than the first 4-round prelim. I got yellow in one fight. Never left me.
I'm from the police. My name's Danny Clover. What have you been doing?
Been doing in jail for a year and a day. Tuesday will be an anniversary of my being out 3 months.
What'd they get you for?
Attempted robbery with a weapon. I stuck a shiv at a small man with glasses. He hit me over the head with a briefcase and knocked me cold. I lost that like I lost everything else.
You roomed with Roberto Segura.
You know I did, else he wouldn't be here.
Know any reason why he should be murdered?
Sure, somebody hit him.
You?
No. Not me. Papers say Roberto was killed at 9 last night. I was here till 10:30. 8 hours all the time. Ask the proprietor.
Yeah. Tell me about Roberto, Johnny.
What was he, Clover? Guy with long sideburns, a family tree from Guadalajara, and maybe $1.35 in his pocket. Like me.
You're a bitter boy.
No, not bitter. I read the right papers. Roberto never would.
Do you know Christina Perez?
I'm not trying to stall you, Clover. Takes a second to gather up all the nice things about her and turn them into a smile.
That way, huh?
Do you know her, Clover? Have you talked to her? Have you looked at her?
Only she loved Roberto.
I know.
Now what?
Roberto is dead. Now I can try my best. Now I'll get haircuts and be a gentleman. And in a week or so, Christina will smile. Because I'll say something that'll amuse her. Anything else, Clover?
Yeah. What did Roberto do last night? What were his plans?
Same as always. He spent the evenings at Papa Candelari's place. I guess last night, too, part of it.
Papa Candelaria, huh? What's that?
Upstairs private club for the natives, Clover. Tried 1203 116th Street. Upstairs, but legitimate. They open at 9 p.m.
Thanks, Johnny. I'll see you.
Yeah, sure. I'll look for you.
Hello, kid. Who sent you?
Hello. What's your name, kid?
Joe Candelaria. I am 11 years old. I am in the 7th grade. And when on a case, I am allowed to stay up until 12 o'clock at night. What's your name, kid?
Danny Clover.
Danny? I like that name.
Then you won't mind that I'm from the police, huh, Joe?
Mine? I am delighted. You are my brother.
Huh?
Positively my brother. I myself am a private ojo.
What?
Private ojo. Is Spanish for private eye.
Oh, I'll bet you're good, Joe.
The best, sweethearts. Nothing escapes from my keen eye, my keen intelligence. Only last night, I saw a big black car with 2 hoodlums sitting in it with dangerous machine guns.
Joe,
The other day, I found a lady's glove. One glove. And I knew she was in desperate trouble because she left behind one glove. And this to Joe Candelaria was a clue.
I hate to break it up, Joe, but I got to get in there into the club. Is it all right?
Oh, You are on a case, too?
Yeah, Joe, that's the way it is. A case. You understand, as a fellow professional.
Don't speak further. I understand. It's a room at the end of the hall, brother.
Thanks, pal.
Good luck, sweethearts. I'll go back to my post.
The room at the end of the hall was without windows. Its walls whitewashed to better display the posters of gypsy dancers in scarlet, of bullfighters in gold, and of wounded bulls on yellow sand. The shadows of the men that filled the room were black and of great depth. Over it all hung a veil of cigar smoke and the odor of licorice. And in the center, in a cleared space, dancing to savage music, was Cristina Perez, like some animal in fury. Watching her at a little marble-topped table was her father, Don Eduardo. Your physician, Eduardo. He prescribed this for Cristina?
Quiet, fool. Cristina is dancing. Flame. Tiger. Look at her.
Is it all right if we talk now, Eduardo?
Cristina is a sublime artist. Makes me ill to be distracted when she dances. What do you want, senor?
I put Cristina in your custody because you said she was too sick to talk to me. She got better fast, didn't she, Eduardo?
As you say, senor, she got better fast. You still wish to speak with her?
Yeah, I still wish.
My Cristina is in her dressing room. It is through those curtains. And down a hall.
Yeah. Hey, what? Whoever it was didn't answer me. Whoever it was pounding on me. Over and over. Whoever it was.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. Benny and Bergen, Crosby and Groucho, Luigi and Irma. There's a lot of sheer exuberant fun around on CBS in the nighttime. But don't forget that every weekday, Monday through Friday, some fellas who are very good at being entertaining are right here. Reading from right to left, left to right, and right down the middle, they are Gary Moore, Art Linkletter, and Arthur Godfrey. Yes, every day, Monday through Friday, over most of these CBS stations.
Broadway is a place that hardly ever gets excited. It takes the winning of a war to do that, or the opening of a musical comedy. The best response you can expect for a murdered boy in a cheap room is polite applause. This for maintaining the violent death rate of the city. And a man can lie in an alley in a tortured, painful sleep, and Broadway tiptoes right by him. And the next morning, the man can walk down the subway steps wiping blood off his face, and Broadway will turn its back. It's a tired movie they've seen before. I know all this because it happened to me. No one gave me a backward glance until I returned to headquarters. Then I got clucked over by two mother hens at the infirmary, Dr. Sinsky being efficient and Sergeant Tartaglia being nervous.
Does it hurt much, Danny?
It hurts, Tartaglia.
Well, now, don't you worry about a thing. Just that you should get okay again. Just that your head should look symmetrical.
You know, Danny, this is an interesting formation you got on top of your head here. The bump on top of a lump. I could write it up for the journals.
Take it easy, Doc. Read me what you got so far, Tartaglia.
Yeah, sure, Danny, sure. Now, in the matter of suspects, we have none for the following reasons. The deceased, Roberto Segura, being deceased at 9 o'clock, that lets out Johnny Martinez, who was at his place of business until 10:30. Check. Senor and Senora Perez in each other's company until 10 p.m. Check. And about the girl, Cristina...
Grab hold to the table, Danny. This might hurt a little.
Yeah. Oh, what was that stuff?
Here's the bottle, Danny.
Yeah, but what is it?
A doctor's free sample a commercial laboratory sent me this morning. First time I tried it. Hurts, huh? It's a good sign.
The girl, Cristina, Danny. Not only don't we get an alibi from her, we don't get her either. She's missing, Danny.
What?
Hey, get back on the table, Danny. Where do you think you're going?
I got only one place to go, Doc. Get me a squad car to Taglia. Papa Candelario?
Sí, señor. ¿Qué quiere?
I was here last night. You must have seen me. You know who I am.
No entiendo, señor.
You mean you don't understand English?
No inglés. No entiendo.
Try hard, Papa. I'm of the police. Police, understand?
No entiendo, señor.
Try this. I was beaten up here last night. This could make trouble for Papa Candelaria. Big trouble.
Papa Candelaria. Yo soy Papa Candelario. ¿Qué quiere, señor?
Christina Perez, Papa. What does that do to you?
Cristina Pérez. Muy linda mujer.
Yeah, Papa, yeah. Christina Perez, that's right. Where is she? She was here last night. She's disappeared.
Oh, look, who is here? My brother, Danny Clover.
Joe, am I glad to see you.
And I am glad to see you, sweetheart. You know that big case I was working on? That big black car with the gunsoles? I think it is all solved.
Joe, listen. I want you to do something for me.
Anything, Danny. You are my brother.
I want you to translate for me.
Huh?
I have to ask your father some questions. He doesn't understand English, so I want you to translate for me.
Papa, please. Danny is my brother. Please speak to him.
All right, Jose. I will tell him.
Oh, then you do.
Sí, señor. I do speak English. I only tell you this because it is the wish of my son, whom I love. You will find Cristina Perez with her mother at the convent of Santa Cecilia. That is all I can tell you.
Oh, Papa, you are my brother. Papa is now a brother to both of us. Huh, Danny?
Yeah, Joe. Thank Papa for me, and you too, kid. Thanks, brother. The convent of St. Cecilia stood high on Morningside Drive. A sister led me through a courtyard and into a gray stone building and into a room. A large room, simply furnished. She told me to wait. Then she left. It was 15 minutes before the door swung softly open again. Senora Perez and his daughter, Christina. They didn't seem surprised to see me. They walked to a cast iron bench and sat down and folded their hands and waited. Senora Perez?
Who was it that sent you to us, senor?
Papa Candelaria.
This is difficult to believe.
No, Mother. It isn't difficult. You must realize, like I do, that it's useless to hide from the police.
Why are you hiding, Christina?
My mother thought it was the best way. Now it doesn't matter.
Well, that still doesn't explain very much. You were in Roberto's apartment when they found him dead. You were dancing when you should have been sick. You ran away when you should have been available. Let's start up top and see why.
I was supposed to meet Roberto. A rendezvous, Mr. Clover. On the night he died. He was late. I went to his place to look for him. I found him dead.
Go on.
I danced because my father wished to look at me dancing. I do not disobey my father. Under any circumstances, never.
Christina.
Mr. Clover isn't a fool. He'll find out anyway.
Christina, enough. You have said already too much.
And I ran away because my mother wished me to run away. I do not disobey my mother either.
Tell me something, Christina. Tell me about Roberto.
I loved him.
Your father. What was his reaction to Roberto?
My father hated him.
Roberto had a roommate, Johnny Martinez. What about him?
My father hated him.
I'm getting the impression that your father hated anyone who had an emotion about you.
Senor Perez, he is evil. I tell you this because you should know it. I tell you he is evil. He will never return to Senor Perez. You understand why, senor?
I'm beginning to. What now, Christina? What are you going to do now?
That depends on you, Mr. Clover. Am I arrested?
Not if you stay right here, you're not.
It will be like that then.
Good. Don't worry about anything, Senora Perez. If what you say is true, your husband had his own type motive for killing Roberto. Except for one thing.
And that is what, senor?
He just couldn't have done it. You're his alibi for 9 o'clock. He was with you when the murder was done. Maria Perez sank to her knees, drew the black lace shawl close about her head. With the fingers of her clasped hands moving endlessly in a kind of torn pleading, began a voiceless prayer. Christina looked at me for a long time, her eyes empty and staring. At the door, I turned back for a moment, and Christina had not moved, had not changed. It was hard to believe that this was the girl who had danced with fury and like flame. At headquarters, nothing added up. Nothing took shape. Motives were there, but alibis were there, too. Hard, cold, unbreakable. No one, it seemed, was around when Roberto Segura was murdered. They had reason to be there, but they hadn't made it. They were somewhere else.
I don't like busting in, Danny.
What do you want, Tartaglia?
Well, you have a visitor.
Tell him I'm busy. I'm out. Anything you think of.
Oh, I tried, Danny. I tried, but it's no use. Your visitor is... now, wait, let me see. Don Jose Miguel...
It's me,
Ya-
sweethearts. Joe Calendaria. Hello, kid.
Hi, Joe. Look, kid, I'm pretty busy right now.
Oh, sure. Okay, Danny.
But look, Joe, how would you like to have Sergeant Tartaglia show you around police headquarters?
Oh, that would be super keen. You mean it, Danny?
Sure, kid. Take Joe around, Tartaglia. Everything. The works.
Sure, Danny, sure. Come on, let's go, Don Jose.
Wait a minute, Sergeant. First, I must tell Danny it's all solved, my case. The black card, the glove, it's all solved. Let's go, Sergeant.
Hey, wait a minute. What's this about the black card, Joe? You're always talking about it.
Very mysterious, Danny. This black car was standing there for a long time with all its windows open.
That's bad, huh?
I don't know about that, but it is very mysterious because it was so cold that night. So cold I wore my hoppy shirt and my hoppy jacket and my hoppy hat
Where was this car, Joe?
in front of the house of Don Eduardo Perez.
Oh? When was it, Joe? Night before last?
That's right, night before last. 11 o'clock by my Mickey Mouse watch.
Who was in the car, Joe? You said there were two men. Did you recognize them?
See.
Who were they, Joe? Who were they?
Do not ask me, Danny, because I cannot tell you.
Why? A good detective should tell other detectives, Joe, when he has something important.
I cannot tell you, Danny, because I am not a good detective. I am only an afraid detective. I cannot tell you. Now I cannot see police headquarters?
Sure, Joe. Sure you can see it. Go on, Tartaglia. Take my brother Joe around.
Oh, Senor Clover.
Yeah, Eduardo. Senor Clover. Invite me in.
You have come to tell me you have found my Christina?
Yeah, that too. Let's go inside, shall we? It's warm in here. Not cold like outside, Eduardo.
Where is she, senor? You have no right to torment me. It can go badly for you.
For all of us. You and me.
Where is she, senor? I must go to her.
She's at the convent of St. Cecilia with her mother.
Ah.
Don't bother with your coat and hat, Eduardo. You won't need them.
What?
You won't need them. We'll bring Christina to you. If she wants, we'll let her visit you in her cell.
What are you trying to tell me, senor?
I'm not trying, Eduardo. It's easy to say. You're under arrest for the murder of Roberto Segura.
You are insane.
It had me fooled, Eduardo, for a long time. Such an airtight alibi. All because we thought the boy was murdered at 9 o'clock.
You have a reason to believe it was at another time?
Yeah. Say around 11. That was neat, Eduardo, killing him, then letting his body sit in your car in the cold air so that rigor mortis would set in quickly.
You talk with the mouth of a babbling idiot.
And you brought him to his room, and because it was warm there, Dr. Sinsky figured the boy had been dead for 3 hours. Because that's how long rigor mortis might take in a warm room. But in the cold, in a car with open windows, it doesn't take so long, huh, Eduardo?
No. You are right, senor. It is a good way to kill. A good way to deceive the stupid ones of the law.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty stupid, Eduardo. We don't understand how it means to possess things like Goya tiles or a daughter like Christina. Your Christina. You killed her to keep her to yourself, didn't you, Eduardo? No one good enough for Christina but you.
It is as you say, senor. No one good enough. So I had Roberto killed.
You had help?
Of course, I do not soil my hands unnecessarily, senor. Johnny Martinez helped me.
Why should he do that?
Because I promised him Christina. But you, senor, for you, I need no help. I will kill you with my own hands.
Give me the gun, Eduardo.
It frightens you, brave, senor.
Yeah, it does that. Give it to me. Drop it. Now I've got the gun, Eduardo. What does it do to you? Frighten you, huh?
You will not kill me. You will not.
Let's go, Eduardo. You got to be booked for murder. I can get to Johnny Martinez later.
You got to him already, Clover.
Well, Johnny. Welcome. Eavesdropping, huh?
No. Don't turn around, Clover. Now that you've peeped at my gun, just keep it in mind. Sure, I've been eavesdropping. The next room.
I don't mind. You can come to headquarters, too.
Shoot him, Johnny. Kill him. You should have killed him last night when you knocked him unconscious. Kill him!
All right. If you say so, Senor Perez. All right.
Just this before you do, Johnny. Eduardo would like to know about it.
Know about what, senor?
The gun I'm pointing at you. If Johnny shoots me, I'm just liable to react. I'm liable to grab onto something when Johnny's bullet hits me. The trigger of this gun, maybe. Then you're liable to be shot, Eduardo. Killed, maybe.
You've got a point, Senor Perez.
Well?
Johnny!
Do what? What do you want me to do?
Drop that gun! Drop it! Drop that gun!
Like I was saying, let's go get booked for murder, huh? Broadway. It's an enchanted island or a desert of dust. A crazy dance that starts off wild, then winds down to a dirge and blues time. You look at it one way and it's a magician's pitch with golden mirrors and jeweled fountains. Then you blink and the whole thing dissolves. Your hands are bloody from beating against a wall corroded with pain. It's Broadway. The gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia. The musical score was composed by Alexander Courage and conducted by Wilbur Hatch, and the program was produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. The cast tonight included Tony Barrett, Jeanette Nolan, Herb Butterfield, Jack Crucian, Michael Ann Barrett, and Armando Corral. Dinah Shore, Jack Smith, Margaret Whiting, Dick Hames, the Andrews Sisters, Beulah, Edward R. Murrow, Lowell Thomas. These top names in radio are all on CBS regularly. Not once, but 5 times a week. Top news, top color, top reporting. Lowell Thomas and Ed Murrow each are heard for 15 minutes every Monday through Friday in the early evening hours. And then there's the wonderful comedy of Beulah, the Tops and Pops with the Jack Smith, Dinah Shore, Margaret Whiting Show, the grand singing of Club 15's Dick Hames, the Andrews Sisters, and Evelyn Knight. You can hear them all on most of these same CBS stations Monday through Friday evenings. Listen tomorrow night. This is Joe Walter speaking. This is CBS, where Wednesday night is Bing Crosby night, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Broadway's My Beat. From Times Square to Columbus Circle. The gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
Broadway. It's a mob and a big voice that darts from doorways and screams in your face, then skirls off into the quiet streets. It's a panic in neon where misery and packaged pleasures are commodities, sometime on installments. It's a place that dares you. One way or another, it'll rock you to sleep. It's Broadway, My Beat. Early on a January morning, you get up and turn on the heat against the cold of the day. Then there's coffee and the newspaper, the warming things to buffer your shivering at the thought of going out into your own world. I didn't have it that good. I didn't have time for the coffee and newspaper. A call came. It said, get down to St. Anthony's Hospital. I did, and the nun at the information desk said Sister Angela was waiting for me right over there. Sister Angela?
Yes, you're from the police.
I'm Danny Clover. Headquarters said there was some trouble about a man dying.
About Jimmy's dying. Jimmy Hunt. Please, this way.
Jimmy was a patient here at the hospital?
Yes.
And he died. Then I don't see... The police, I mean.
The manner in which he died, Mr. Clover. Father Flaherty said it must be reported to the police. Jimmy committed suicide with a steak knife off his food tray.
I see. He was that sick.
No, he wasn't, Mr. Clover. Jimmy had been a soldier. He fought in a war and he was having trouble forgetting about it. That's all that was wrong with Jimmy. This is the room. Oh, Father Flaherty. This is Mr. Clover, Father, from the police.
Mr. Clover.
Father.
Suicide is always deplorable, Mr. Clover, and to attend death with the police even more so. However,
I understand, Father. This is Jimmy. He was found like this?
Yes. The attendant found him.
Fred Owen, the attendant's name. Owen found him and called me.
I'd like to talk with Fred Owen, Father.
Of course. Sister.
I'm afraid that's impossible, Father. Fred must have gone home for the day. This finding Jimmy dead by a knife, it undoubtedly made him ill. Fred is a very sensitive boy.
Surely. Did Jimmy have any visitors?
Why, yes, I have them here, Mr. Clover, a list. I called to tell them of Jimmy.
If you don't mind, Sister.
Yes, here. I don't understand.
Routine, Sister, simply to complete a file.
Is that all, Mr. Clover?
A few more things. I'll want the attendant's address.
Of course.
And a question. Could anyone at all, attendant, visitors, anybody, could someone have come in here and murdered Jimmy?
What do you say?
Please.
Yes. It could have been done, Mr. Clover. What are you getting at?
Jimmy was stabbed in the side too close to his back to make him a suicide. Jimmy was murdered. You can say rights now, Father. A man who has slept on the beaches of death so many times is struck down finally in the ultimate screeching brutality of violence. And a nun's silent, gentle hands, the whispered chant of a priest, try to ease the pain of his journey into the shocking chasms of darkness. All a cop can do for the man is to find out why he had to die in this way. So the cop calls at the address of one named Fred Owen, finds him not at home, hasn't been home, don't know when he'll come home. Then the cop sends out an all-points bulletin on one named Fred Owen. Then the cop calls on the first of a murdered man's visitors list.
Who is it?
It's Danny Clover of the police.
You're here about Jimmy? Please come in.
The girl was slender, her face delicate with an almost wistful expression. But it was her eyes, gray and soft, as if the color had been strained through gauze.
Please sit here.
Thank you.
They called me from St. Anthony's. They told me about Jimmy, Mr. Clover. They told me.
Then you're Virginia Scott.
Yes. I'm glad you came to me, Mr. Clover, because I can tell you things about him no one else knew, not even the doctors. I understand why he killed himself. Shall I tell you why?
Jimmy didn't commit suicide, Miss Scott. He was murdered.
Who would do that to my poor lost Jimmy? Jimmy...
Miss Scott.
Jimmy was brave. He was kind and innocent.
He was my child and my love. All he ever did wrong was to get lost.
Will you help me find his murderer, Miss Scott?
Yes. Yes.
Who would kill him?
Who kills Mr. Clover? Who searches out a wounded boy and kills him? Are there such people?
How long have you known him?
We met at a dance. His company was going overseas. I didn't know anyone there, but Jimmy asked me to dance, and I fell in love with him.
He kept in touch with you?
Every day. We wrote each other every day.
Did he ever mention anyone in his letters? Anyone who could...
Who hated him? Who wanted to kill him? Yes, Mr. Clover. All the nameless ones who had to kill other nameless men. He was a soldier.
Virginia,
Don't try to find words, Mr. Clover. The words that heal pain, are there such? You can do one thing for me, though.
Anything?
The letters I wrote Jimmy in the hospital, they were love letters. Every day I couldn't visit him, I wrote him one. May I have them?
Letters? There weren't any.
What? But they were all I could ever give Jimmy. I know he'd keep them. They have to be there.
I'll find them, Virginia. I only ask this. I know you'll understand. Why didn't you marry Jimmy?
Why? Why burden him with more? Didn't you notice, Mr. Clover? I'm blind.
She said it gently and smiled and offered me her hand. Then I left. Then I found a crowd and walked into it and stuck with it. That way I could clutter my mind up with other faces. After a while, I put my hand in my pocket and took out a piece of paper. It had names on it and addresses. Under Virginia Scott's was a man's name, Mickey Bianco. The address was a pool room on 16th Street off 8th Avenue. Where do I find Mickey Bianco?
You're in my way.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Hey, nice shot. You should play for money.
I'm Mickey Bianco, mister.
You know Jimmy Hunt?
You like that shot?
I'm quivering with excitement. Where'd you know him from? The Army?
Yeah, the Army. Where I picked up an 8-ball and parlayed it into a 2-table pool room.
About Jimmy Hunt. I'm from the police.
Huh? What about Jimmy Hunt? What do you want about him?
Did you kill him?
Oh, he dead? Dead, huh? Jimmy Hunt, dead. Lieutenant James Hunt, a civilian casualty. Hip, hip, hooray.
Makes you patriotic.
Yeah, like the Lieutenant Hunt taught me, be patriotic. Point yourself forward at the enemy when you die, men, he said to us. And he meant it.
You were in his outfit?
Sure, his platoon. We were murdered being patriotic at Enowetok, but not the lieutenant. And not me either. Everybody else, but not us. Fortunes of war.
Did you visit him at the hospital?
It was my pleasure, believe me. Oh, don't pat me on the back for going to see my old lieutenant. You know why I went? I made him feel worse. I reminded him about what he did to his platoon, and that'd make him pull his knees up to his chest. I like to watch.
Yeah. Did you see any letters just lying around the room? Letters addressed to Jimmy when you visited him?
Letters? What letters? But that other question, did I kill Jimmy? You know, I should have thought of doing it, but I didn't. Hand me the chalk, policeman.
The shaded lamp that hung over the pool table gouged a cone of saffron light out of the shadows. And trapped in the twist of light were frayed banners of smoke and whispers and aimless dust, the silhouetted outline of Bianco's face and hands. Then the sharp click of wood on ivory, the pleased titter spilling out of Bianco's mouth. And this, too, can be the requiem for a dead man. It stayed with me all the way to headquarters, where a report was to be filed, where questions were to be asked. And questions you ask of Sergeant Tartaglia. Sometimes he has answers.
And the answer to that one is in the positive negative, Danny.
Be kind to me, Tartaglia. Sometimes I don't understand things. What is a positive negative?
Oh, easy. Positively, we have found no trace of Fred Owen. The reports from the boys looking for Fred Owen are negative. This makes valid the use of the double...
Yeah. What about the letters? The letters Virginia Scott wrote to the boy in the hospital. Have you found them?
Oh, no, Danny, no. No, we haven't found the letters. We searched the effects of the deceased. We checked with Sister Angela and with Father Flaherty. No letters. Does it make a difference, Danny?
Danny Clover speaking.
Mr. Clover, I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, I told you any time, Virginia.
Something strange has happened. A phone call just came, and a voice said I would die.
What?
It said if I didn't want to die, I'd better get some protection. What does it mean, Mr. Clover?
It means lock the door and bolt the windows. I'm coming right down.
Danny?
Get a squad car to Taglio. Don't stand there. Get it. It's me, Virginia. Open the door.
You came so quickly, Mr. Clover.
Has anyone...
No, there's been no one. I've just been sitting here listening to the sounds of the street. You know, Mr. Clover, when night falls, it has a sound. Shall I turn on the light?
No. Is there any other entrance to this apartment?
Yes, the kitchen. It has a door opens onto the hallway.
Is it locked?
Yes, you told me, Mr. Clover.
I'll unlock it.
What?
It'll be all right, Virginia. We'll leave this one open, too. Where were you sitting?
Over here near the window.
Sit there now. I'll stand over here.
Why would anyone want to kill me, Mr. Clover?
I don't know. Maybe because you're all that's left of Jimmy.
If they want to kill me, why did they tell me to get protection? It doesn't seem logical, does it?
Maybe it's not...
Shh. I hear someone, Mr. Clover.
Don't move.
Mr. Clover? He's heading for the fire escape at the back, Mr. Clover. I can tell by the sound.
You'll have to come with me, Virginia. I can't leave you here.
Just hold my hand.
There he is, down at the bottom of the fire escape.
He got away, didn't he, Mr. Clover? In a car. He got away.
Yes, Virginia, he got away.
Give me your hand, Mr. Clover. Suddenly it's darker than it's ever been.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. CBS invites you to hear Senator Brian McMahon on the Capitol Cloakroom over most of these same CBS stations later tonight. Senator McMahon is chairman of the Joint Congressional Committee on Atomic Energy, and when he is interviewed tonight by CBS newsmen Eric Severide, Bill Shadell, and Griffin Bancroft, this will be the first detailed discussion of the hydrogen bomb and its implications by a high government official since President Truman's historic announcement earlier this week. That's CBS Capitol Cloakroom later tonight.
There's this about Broadway. It has a bag full of free illusions, in every color, every size, guaranteed against fading, warranted against shrinkage. Want an illusion, kid? Just reach in the bag. There's more where that one came from. There's the illusion that Broadway can break its heart. And here's one in the classy, all-plastic 1950 model, laboratory tested. The illusion that Broadway can shed a tear. That's the one you'll want for the murder of a sick soldier boy, for the girl of his heart and his dreams, the song of a girl with sightless eyes. Hug it close to you, kid, because it's fragile.
Danny! Danny, what's the matter? Danny, you look sick. No. Well, it's something different from sick. Hey, Danny, can I get you a glass of water or something?
What do you want, Taglio?
Danny, I just want you shouldn't look like that.
What else do you want, Taglio?
Ah, now, Danny, don't be like that. I know how upset you are because of the boy, because of how they tried to kill that blind girl. I don't figure it, Danny. If they wanted to kill her, why did they tell her to get protection?
Maybe it wasn't her they wanted to kill.
No? Hey, then that means it was... Danny, I got it. The killer set it up that way because it was you he wanted to kill. Hey, Danny, we got to do something.
Answer the phone, Tartaglia.
What? Oh, yeah, Danny, yeah. Danny Clover's office, Sergeant Tartaglia speaking. What? Yeah. Yeah, right away. Danny.
What was it?
That was Dan Dobin, desk sergeant, the 29th Precinct. They got Fred Owen. He gave himself up. He's confessed to the murder of Jimmy Hunt. Hey, Danny, take your overcoat. Your catch, you got the cold.
Fred Owen? You killed a man, huh, Owen? You killed Jimmy Hunt. Why?
Killed him.
Tell me about it. That's why you came here, wasn't it? You want to tell someone about it? Tell me. I'm Danny Clover. I'm a policeman.
I'll tell you. You're a policeman. You'll make me suffer for what I did to Jimmy. I killed him, and I've got to suffer for it. I've got to feel what Jimmy
I'll
felt.
take it easy, Owen. Just tell me how you did it.
With the knife?
With a knife. Go ahead.
Mr. Clover, did it hurt him much?
I don't think so.
I cut up his food for him so he could feed himself, so he wouldn't have to use a knife. The doctor always warned me not to let Jimmy use a knife. You see, the doctor was afraid that Jimmy would do what he did to him.
Huh? What did he do, Owen?
I was feeding him, and then I suddenly remembered something I had to do.
Yeah, what?
Thing I forgot. It wouldn't have happened. It didn't have to happen.
Then you remembered. Is that when you stabbed him?
As if it had been with my own hand. You see, Jimmy liked me to read to him while he was eating, and I forgot to bring a book. And so I left to get it. I left Jimmy with the knife.
Are you trying to tell me that Jimmy killed himself and you left him alone with the knife?
As if it had been with my own hands. I killed. It was my fault that Jimmy's dead. My fault. I killed him as surely as if I'd plunged the knife into him.
I tried to break through the wall of tears he'd built around himself, but it was no good. I tried to ask him about Virginia's letters. He didn't know anything about them, he said. And it was another lash of the whip he held over himself. I finally broke his heart by releasing him from the dismal, bitter shadows of the cell he'd begged for. And then I took a long walk in the cold, unspoiled air. Then I knew I had to get back to it. The third name on the visitors list was Madge Taylor, whose address was a brownstone between other brownstones on West 53rd. I climbed the steps that led to its doors with the cracked stained glass.
Hey, man, looking for someone?
Yeah, Madge Taylor. Is she here?
Come in, man. Well, come in. You want me to freeze?
You're Madge Taylor?
Yeah, right in there. What the old battle axe that runs this flat don't know won't hurt her. Anyway, it's cuddlier with the door closed, huh, man? Such a nasty draft in that hallway.
Madge, I'm Danny Clover, the police.
Huh? Let's have a drink on it, shall we, Danny?
They told me you visited a man in the hospital. A man named Jimmy Hunt. Friend of yours? It's funny what I said?
It kills me. I thought you were... All you want to know is, did I murder Jimmy Hunt? Isn't that it?
Why did you visit him?
I'll tell you why. You see me, how I am? Charge it up to Jimmy Hunt. Send him the bill.
You were in love with Jimmy Hunt?
The lieutenant? The wonder boy with the loose marbles? Are you kidding? I never saw him in my life till I found out he was brain sick in that hospital.
I don't...
I'll draw you a diagram. I was in love once with a kid, a soldier kid, my husband. Lieutenant Jimmy Hunt killed him. Killed me, too, at the same time. Because the lieutenant thought it was dandy. Kids should be killed. This the lieutenant liked. You still want to know why I visited him?
No, Madge. I've heard it once. When you saw him, did he have any letters?
How would I know? All I care about Jimmy Hunt was that he should die. Slow, a long time dying.
Yeah. Stick around, Madge. Don't go away.
You out of your mind? I love it here. I never had it so good. It's a free ride on a roller coaster, man.
Hi, Danny. Hey, I got news for you.
Yeah, what is it?
There's a guy in your office waiting for you.
Who is he?
Name's Scott. Says he has a daughter named Virginia Scott. Hey, ain't that the girl? Danny?
Your name's Scott?
It is. And you're Danny Clover. Virginia described you to me. Well, don't look surprised, Mr. Clover. My daughter is a perceptive girl.
Nothing about Virginia surprises me, Mr. Scott, except the fact that she has a father. I didn't know that before.
Because Virginia didn't want you to know.
She'd have a reason for that, Mr. Scott.
Now, it's all bound up with the kind of person she is. Her love for people who love her. The reason why she insisted on living alone without me. The reason why she didn't want me mixed up in this affair.
She thinks you had a motive for killing Jimmy?
She knows I did. That's why I'm here. Well, perhaps you'd never have found out. But that's why I'm here. To tell you I had a motive for killing Jimmy.
Which was what?
I hated that boy. Hated him for what he was, for what he could do to people. His arrogance, his snobbishness, the play acting he did to cover his cowardice. By his very existence, Jimmy Hunt was a liar.
Mostly you resented his making love to your daughter.
Yes. My daughter is blind. Whatever she can do on her own, sew, cook, turn on lights, dial a telephone, it doesn't alter the fact. Virginia is blind. It's her burden. She didn't deserve another awful one like Jimmy Hunt. A sick boy who willed himself sick.
Virginia knew you felt this way?
She knew I was prepared to kill Jimmy that very day.
But you didn't. Is that what you're telling me?
That very day, I went to the ward to kill him. That's what was on my mind to do. But an attendant saw me, asked me my business there. When I couldn't answer him properly, he made me leave. No, I didn't kill Jimmy. But there's this.
There's what?
I'm glad he said.
He got up and walked away, and I let him. But because I'm a cop, I had a man follow him. And because I'm a cop, I had to check on his story, whether he had actually left the ward the morning Jimmy Hunt was killed. That meant I had to talk to Fred Owen, the attendant. I called the hospital, and they told me Owen hadn't showed up, and as far as they knew, he was home. So that's where I went, too, to the home of Fred Owen. His landlady was a kind woman.
Fred'll be right back, Mr. Clover. Would you like to wait in his room?
Yes, please.
Next room down on your right.
Thanks. I'll find my way.
Wait, I'll go with you. Turn on the fire. Sometimes it gets cold here in Fred's room. Can't understand it. A nice gas fireplace like this, and Fred likes to sit here in the cold. There. Don't that make a nice fire?
Yeah, cozy. Yeah, this is a real cozy room.
Now, Fred decorated it himself. I allow him to hang pictures. Lots of landladies don't allow hanging pictures.
Nice pictures. All girls.
It's man's privilege.
Girls with veils over their eyes. Girls with their eyes closed. Sightless girls.
Yeah, and here's one with a man on it with a girl holding his hands over her eyes like he's going to surprise her. Fred. Oh, hello, Fred. I was just telling
I'm
Mr.
happy you're here, Mr. Clover. I'll make some coffee.
Thanks, but I don't care for any Fred.
I'll just leave you two gentlemen alone. I know how gentlemen like to talk sometimes without ladies.
You like my room, Mr. Clover?
I was just admiring your pictures.
Yeah, I like them too.
But all these girls, their eyes covered. They can't see you.
I know. Some men hang pictures of girls. Well, you know, because that's the kind of men they are.
What kind are you, Fred?
I'm an ugly kind of man. My face, I mean. I know I am. Girls never look at me on the street. Even when I stare at them and set my mind that they should look at me. They look away even when I talk to them.
Virginia doesn't, does she?
No. Oh, no. When she comes to the hospital and I say good morning to her, she smiles and talks right to me.
When she doesn't come to the hospital, she writes you, doesn't she, Fred?
Oh, yes, of course she does, because she loves me. Maybe you don't believe that, Mr. Clover. But I'll show you. Here. This'll show you that she loves me. Her letters to me.
Go ahead. Take one of them out of the envelope and read it. I'm not ashamed of our love.
Yeah. She loves you all right, Fred. But look at this.
Yeah?
You've crossed Jimmy's name out wherever it's mentioned and written in your own.
Well, of course I did. Don't you see, Virginia's very clever. She wrote those letters to Jimmy, but she knew I'd get them. I knew Virginia wanted it like that. And Jimmy was sick, you know. He thought Virginia really meant them for him.
So you stabbed him. You really did kill him, didn't you?
Oh, I had to. He was getting worse and worse about Virginia all the time.
Why didn't you tell me that when I talked to you in the cell, Fred?
Because I'm clever, too.
Yes, you are. That was a clever trap you set for me in Virginia's apartment.
No, you're wrong. I wasn't clever then. You got away.
Put down that knife, Fred.
It won't hurt, Mr. Clover. It didn't hurt Jimmy. You said it didn't. Now give me my letters. I don't want blood on Virginia's letters.
Here are your letters, Fred.
The letters! You threw them in the fire! The letters! Oh, they're burning! Help me! Help me get my letters, will you? I can't touch them. Help me, please! Help me, will you? Help me, let's kill you!
You need help, Fred. Only you need this first. He lay there, his body taut, as if unwilling to accept what was happening to him. His mouth hung open in disbelief, and the spasm in his fingertips groped for the fireplace and the ashes of his letters. But the complete rejection was in his eyes, open and staring at me, empty of passion, of insanity even, cold and empty, his eyes staring and sightless. Broadway's having itself a time. It's cocky, and it's needling people to step over the line. It's making a big muscle and daring the nighttime. And before it's over, it'll gouge chunks out of itself and laugh at its own agony. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia. The musical score was composed and conducted by Alexander Courage, and the program was produced by Elliott Lewis and directed by Gordon T. Hughes. The cast tonight included Peggy Weber, Ted Von Eltz, Mary Jane Croft, Georgia Ellis, Jerry Hausner, and Jack Edwards. He's a jack. He's a knave when it comes to spending a nickel. He's an ace in the business of making America laugh. And now, he's a king of hearts. Yes, the name is Benny. And this Sunday night, Jack Benny will formally be named America's King of Hearts for 1950. Mary, Dennis, Phil, Don, and Rochester will be on hand. And no king ever had such a group of jokers. Join us on all of these CBS stations this Sunday for The Jack Benny Show. Joe Walters speaking. This is CBS, where the Goldbergs are every Saturday night. The Columbia Broadcasting System.